Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to West Ham Reunited. And I am here. In this time, in 24 hours, West Ham will be 20 minutes into the Europa League semi-final, second leg. Didn't get off to the best of starts last week against Eintracht Frankfurt, but like you said, it's only half time. And for us to talk about how we reckon the game's going to go, we've got Budgie from Green Street Elites. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right, thank you. Andy, how are you, mate? All right?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I just can't wait for the game to get started now, mate. If I'm being purposely honest.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's an exciting time. I mean, look, we're looking at something that none of us have seen. I mean, I'm old enough to have been around when we won it last time, but I was a baby, I was a toddler when it happened. So,
Yeah,
in my lifetime too, I'm in the same boat you are, and all of the millennial supporters that are in. I'm in the same boat as you guys. I've never seen a semi-final of a European competition before. It's just so exciting.
yeah. No, I agree, mate. And um, if we don't, I'm confident we will. But if we don't get the result, it's still been a good season. We can take a lot of positives from it. I just hope it doesn't. The fan base turn. I don't want to sound like I'm negative, but I'm being honest. I
No.
think a lot of fans are gonna potentially turn, aren't they? If we don't.
Yeah, if we don't win it, you're going to get your odd Moyes out and all that nonsense. And, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, this is the best back-to-back seasons in so many years. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't wish to be rude and I don't wish to belittle any other manager that we've had, but no other manager has managed to do that with us, you
No,
know.
you're right.
And so, for me, look, we got to take John Lyle out of the equation. Let's talk about West Ham post John Lyle. Okay,
Yeah.
so John
Is
Lyle
David
was
Moyes the
finished
best manager since John Lyle?
without a doubt, mate.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, hands down. I mean, if you bet against that, you're losing your money. Simple.
Mm, yeah. Well, thanks for that, mate. So obviously we're approaching that time. Obviously, Jake, we was just on West Ham unofficial.
Yeah.
Jake saw a few pictures that they've just psyching up the ground and everything. What do you reckon, David Moyes is sort of? It's probably be the same as every fixture. Obviously, not worry until the game kicks off. But if you were David Moyes, what would you be telling the players? Obviously, 24 hours before the game.
24 hours before the game, I'd be telling the boys, look, get yourselves some rest. Enjoy your evening. Don't go mad, but have a laugh, have a giggle, have a bit of fun with your mates, and then like tomorrow morning, it's business all the way. And then, but I would be telling the boys to be enjoying tonight because they may not do this again. You know, let's be realistic about it. This may never happen again.
Mm,
So, the lads that are out there that are going to be pulling the kit on tomorrow night, they got to enjoy this moment. If they can enjoy this moment and look at it for what it is, that it's a major European semi-final. They're going to go out there. They're going to absolutely thrive. And if we get the level of performance that we had out in Lyon,
yeah,
Frankfurt are in major trouble.
I
But
agree,
as you know, I've predicted a 4-0 win for us tomorrow night.
mate. I would.
Now,
I think anyway. To be honest, I don't really care how we play. If we play absolutely crap and get the result, I really don't care.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can play ugly. We can scrape it 1-0, get to extra time, scrape it again like we did at Seville. I really don't care. But Simon's in the chat. Missed you. Yeah, no, it's been so long, Simon. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I should have messaged you, shouldn't I? Yeah, I was there at the bridge recently. So, Budgie, obviously it's a week ago since we played them. We wasn't expecting the result what we did. Do you think, as I've sort of said, Moyes sort of assesses the first fixture? We're still in the tie. Um, if anyone who hasn't, probably a lot of people probably saw us on West Ham unofficial, but um, What would your starting 11 be tomorrow?
Right. Well, you can't fix something that ain't broke. So you got to start with Areola in goal.
Yep.
Um, Depending on the formation. Now, I personally think that three, three, like three at the back with wing backs.
Yeah.
So I would go with Dawson, Zuma, and Creswell. I would have Fredericks out on the left. I would have Tufal out on the right. Rice and Socheka in front of them two.
Yeah.
And then what we got then? We got 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so and then Fornells, Lanzini, Bowen, Antonio up top.
Yeah, I could see that working. I could see that working. I could see that working as well. So we sort of obviously had a bit of an insight budget. Hold on, let me change this because it's a little bit easier for people at home to read as well, and I can zoom in. So as you can see here, Frankfurt, they're currently 11th. I thought it was 10th. They're currently sitting 11th in the Bundesliga. Obviously, no real chance of catching Europe. So this is their only real chance, and obviously their recent results. So obviously on the weekend, I know they made a lot of changes. They lost to Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously they've beat us. They've drew with Hoffenheim. Lost again. So as you can see there, they've lost quite a few games, and their last victory, as we were saying off air, Budgie, was the 13th of March at home. Was their last victory. Surely that David Moyes should be drumming that into them. How poor they are at home as well.
Gosh. He's probably got that very sheet that you've got on screen. He's probably got that printed off.
Yeah.
And stuck to the changing room door, along with the tweet or the press release that was released last week, he's probably got quite a few motivational tools up his sleeve. I'm not sure he's going to need to pull them out. If I'm honest with you, I think the lads are going to be up for it. I know as an ex-player, Andy, I was never professional and never at this standard, obviously, but as an ex-player, I've played in cup games and stuff, you psych yourself up for them, and then, you soak up all the information you can on your opposition, and then you work to, counteracting anything that they might be capable of. Now, we're the kings of the playing on the break at the moment, and our dead ball situations as well. So, we've got all of those positives to be going out there with. The fact that we're going down 1 goal down is not. It shouldn't be too much of an issue for the lads. I think it's half time for them.
Yeah, no, I agree. Scott's also saying, could you maybe see Ben Marma in for Lanzini? Would that be a surprise to you if that happened either?
It would probably surprise me, but I wouldn't be objecting against it. I mean, look, Ben Marma's probably better in the 10 role than he is out on the left anyway. I would imagine we would see a much better Ben Rama as a 10. So, if Lanzini is unavailable or Ben Rama's been, showing promising training and stuff, no reason why he shouldn't be started there. No objection to it, mate. None whatsoever.
Yeah, 1 second. Obviously, that a lot of players cause some damage to us, especially down the left-hand side. Obviously, Moyes will be doing that homework. It's just a suggestion. Obviously, Scott's just mentioned Ben Rama. Has Noble got a shout to start tomorrow?
I'm not sure, actually. That again, I think that depends on how. I think Rice is a nailed-on starter.
Of course.
Without dropping names, when we were on West Ham Unofficial with Jake, we were also sharing the screen with Jimmy Quinn, and he said that the way Benrahma plays, it gives us a different dimension.
Yeah.
But he agreed with us. He said that he felt that the starting 11 that I named would be most likely to be the starting 11. I think in general we've got to go out there with a positive mental attitude, and we've got to go and take the game to them.
Absolutely. So you know me, I love to bring a stat up.
Yeah.
Records are there to be broken, and I think obviously if we want to, we need this to happen. No team has ever won the Europa League semi-final after losing the first leg at home. In fact, West Ham are only the third team to ever lose the home first leg of Europa League semi-final. So basically, yeah, that's what they're saying. We're not.
Right, so we're the underdogs then.
Yeah, we're the underdogs, and we like to break a record, don't we?
I like that. I like being the underdog, mate. We were the underdog when we went to Lyon, and as I've said a few times, there weren't a team in Europe beating us that night. So look, bring it on. Give us the underdog status. I don't mind. I really don't mind, because David Moyes would like everybody to think that we're the underdog.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Score prediction, Budge?
I said 4-0. I say 4-0. I think, we went out to Lyon and we produced nigh on a bloody miracle, Andy, and there is no reason why miracles can't be bigger and better and brighter. So, I'll go for a 4-0 win, a brace from Bowen, one from Dawson, and one from Benrahma.
Love it. Yeah, like I said, I think it's either going to be 2-0 or we're going to win on penalties. I think we'll go through either way. It's just going to be a very special night, in my opinion. It will be a very, very special night.
Will you go to the final, Andy?
Yeah, I will go. Yeah, I'll book my tickets tomorrow night or Friday morning if we do.
I think we're going to have to book the Lewisham Tavern for the people that can't get out there.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I'll have enough points to get my seat. I think. Well, hopefully, depending how many go to corporate.
Yeah.
But let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, Simon. Obviously, Simon's a Chelsea fan, but he's going for a 3-0 West Ham. Thank you, Simon.
Lovely. Nice one, Simon.
Yeah.
My brother, he's a Chelsea fan, and he's basically told me, you're looking at winning tomorrow, Clive. He said, look, don't even consider a loss. He said, because your boys out there won't be. So don't even consider a loss. He said, West Ham are going to do it. They can do it. They will do it. My mate, who's a Tottenham fan, said exactly the same thing to me. I think you'll find that, with the exception of any Rangers supporters in the country, I think you'll find that any football fan in the UK is willing to some for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon's saying as well, that would just be great because obviously the top four is like heating up, but to have a fifth English side in the Champions League as well, that would just prove how dominant we'll be as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think if the Champions League places were to be allocated by way of a knockout competition, for example, I think you'd find probably half a dozen or more British teams in the competition. Because, undoubtedly, this is the best league in the world. So, but for us to win tomorrow night, go on to the final and win that would be awfully special. And, as you say, it would put us into the Champions League. Now, are we equipped for the Champions League next season, Andy?
I don't see why not, mate.
We've got a window to come.
I don't see why not. As soon as you get Champions League football, any player will be interested in joining. Any player in the world, any top player. and that just
Right.
opens a whole new window for us to go and spend. And obviously, we'll have that money. You have the extra 100 to 200 million or whatever you get for getting there, the TV
Yeah.
money. So why
Yeah.
not?
Quick question for you, Andy.
Mm?
If the season was to end right now, as it
Mm.
stands right now, would we attract big name players?
I think we will. I think we
I do.
will.
Too. I think
The
we
philosophy.
I think we've done enough to lure Lingard in. That's for sure.
Yeah. The question is though, Budgie, is obviously money. Um, but we've not spent a lot of money in a recent time.
No. But then
So I
you've
think
also got to consider Lingard would be on a free.
Tarkovsky could be on a free.
Tarkowski, people have punted around Christian Eriksen. He'll be on a free. Um, who else was it? Divock Origi would be on a free.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I think there's an agreement in place for him to go to Germany, I believe.
Oh, maybe. I'm
Um,
not too sure on that, mate. But yeah, I know what
but
you mean, though.
but we could get. I mean, that's 4 players we could get in on a free
Yeah.
without spending a quid. Well, I mean, all right, 3 or 5 million signing fees, but that's nothing. Look what we got for 2 million. Look what we got for 5 million with Sufal. You
Yeah, I
know,
agree, mate. I agree. There's some bargains to be done as well, and I think that one person in particular, I'm a huge fan of his, is Jonathan David as well, the striker from Lille.
yeah, I
Fantastic
love
player.
him. I love him. And,
I would pay the 50 million for him. I really would.
yeah, and there was at one point that before Patson Daka signed for Leicester, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Before he started, we were linked with Daka, weren't we? Patson Daka
Yeah.
and with Jonathan David at the same time. And at that point, I had a look at both of them, and I actually would prefer to have Jonathan David, if I'm honest. Patson Daka ain't no mug. He's a decent player, but I think Jonathan David is much more of a Moyes West Ham type player.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. No, I agree.
more of a team player.
Scott's question here: do you reckon they'll broadcast it at the London Stadium if we reach the final?
Well, that's a really good shout, Scott. I hadn't even considered that, mate. One would hope so, mate. I would hope so. And if so, I would love to have a ticket to go and watch that there. Yeah, definitely with 50 odd thousand other West Ham fans. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
If
No,
if
definitely.
we filled the stadium, I'm pretty sure we bloody well would, you know. But
Scott
yeah,
reckons Lingard's off to Newcastle. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Like you said, he probably would like the
that's a
project.
real distinct possibility, Scott. But do you not think that if we did win this competition and we do qualify for Champions League, do you not think that that's more of a lure to someone like Lingard, who's never been financially motivated, to our knowledge? I don't think it's the money. I think it's because he knows he'll get first team football there. He would get that here too. So
Yeah, no,
the
it's like at the
Champions
end of the
League on
day. At the end of the day, it's Jesse Lingard's decision, which is a nice decision to have. Is we're not going to be the only club or Newcastle. You can even see clubs abroad coming into him, which me personally can't see happening because it was very reluctant to move away from his daughter. But obviously the links what we've had on social media from his brother as well, and obviously the throwbacks. Me
yeah,
personally, I still think we can get something done on that.
I do, and I'm still hopeful of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, definitely,
Anyone
definitely.
else
How?
catch your eye?
Pardon, mate. Sorry.
Is there anyone else catch your eye you'd like to see us approach?
Um, if I had, yeah, I'll just go to ask us anything now. Might as well. I've sort of gave our predictions. I'll go on for another 20 minutes or so if the conversation doesn't die. So anyone in the chat as well, put your questions. Yeah, like you said, I said it on Jake's show earlier, mate. I'm a huge James Ward-Prowse fan. Do I think we'll get him? Probably not, but that would show ambition if we offer him the money,
Yeah.
the project what we're under, and I think he would. I think he would move.
Mm, mm.
Another.
It's another name that was thrown in the hat probably about 6 or 7 days ago. There was a rumour that Fred would become available in the window in the summer. Would you have him at West Ham?
Oh yeah, I think he could offer us something. I think him and McTominay, I think they get a lot of stick from Man United fans. I think they're probably bite me on the backside for this, but I think they've been spoiled over the last few years before that of players who they had, Scholes, Keane, but Carrick, Darren Fletcher, and I just think I think the club's just too big for. Well, the fan base just don't like him. I think.
Yeah. I'd have Fred at West Ham.
Yeah. Scott's saying Ollie Watkins.
Character as well as a player,
Yeah, Ollie Watkins.
Definitely a Moyes type player.
Yeah. Would you see him? Do you reckon he'll be playing through the middle, or do you reckon he'll play through the middle and maybe move Antonio out left, or do you reckon Antonio will just become a backup player?
That's where I think you would be probably most likely to see Watkins. Yeah, running the centre channel with Mickey out on the left, Bowen out on the right.
See, I don't think Watkins will move because he doesn't play up front for Villa at the minute. He plays out wide because of Danny Ings. So the point of just moving and playing in a different position, I can't see that happening either.
Yeah, but that's his preferred position, though, isn't it, Andy?
What, up front?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a few players that have had a bit of a turnaround in their performance levels and stuff of late, because they are being played in different positions by the managers that they're now working under. And I think I think that Ollie Watkins is his preferred position is centre, and I think that if he was offered the role as leading the front line at West Ham, I'm pretty sure he would take it. I'm pretty sure he would, unless of course he had some personal affinity to working with. Not affinity, sorry. Like he had a personal preference to wanting to work with Steven Gerrard. I mean, that's probably, for me, that would be the only thing that would keep him at Villa if the offer was strong enough.
Question from Scott. Scott's put his underneath. I'll put his in after. I'll name mine as well. Who would your 5 penalty takers be tomorrow, Budgie, if you had the choice?
Right. Not in any particular order. I'm just going to give you the 5 names that I think would be penalty takers for me. Dawson's got to be there. Creswell's got to be there. Lanzini's got to be there. Declan Rice has got to be there, and Jarrod Bowen for me.
Scott's gone for Noble, Creswell, Dawson, Benrahma, and Lanzini, and Jarrod Bowen.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure that Noble will be on the pitch, if I'm honest. If he is, he'll be brought on at like 84, 83, 80 minutes, something like that. Just if it looks like it's going to go to penalties. And then in that case, of course, Mark Noble to win to score the winning penalty, of course.
I think he probably would take the first one, though, Budge, to be honest. I sort of said that.
He probably would, just to set the tone for the other boys.
My 5 would be, because I don't think Noble will be on. I said it on Jake's show, but thinking about it now, the likelihood of him probably. But saying that, no, I think he might bring him on.
Yeah,
mine would be Noble. I think mine would probably be pretty much. Mine would be Noble, Creswell, and that would be my order as well. Noble, Creswell, Dawson, and then I would have Declan Rice. I probably would have Bowen.
Yeah. You see, I'd have Creswell as my last penalty taker.
Would you?
Yeah. I wouldn't want the opposition to know I've got a lefty coming up.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this.
Yeah.
Creswell, Masuaku, and Bowen all taking them with their left.
Yeah, no, definitely. Can we see any potential surprises in the lineup tomorrow?
For
Roger?
surprises in the lineup. Listen, for me, the only surprise would be if he changed Areola for Fabianski.
Really?
Yeah, that would be the only surprise for me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Soufal. I think Soufal's gonna. I think. So thinking about it now, I do think Soufal's gonna play. I'll be very surprised if Fredericks does.
Mhm. Yeah. If he does, he'll be playing out on the left with, as I said, with Krez as a left-sided centre back.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, no, definitely. Scott saying
Yeah,
Rice.
Johnson's less like.
Yeah. Sorry, lost your budget back.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, mate. Yeah,
That's all right.
it,
No,
sometimes my Wi-Fi has a little hop, skip,
that's
and
all
a
right.
jump.
No, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I think the only way Johnson's playing is if we play three at the back.
Yeah. Rice has missed his last two penalties. Do you reckon he would still take one if he's on the
Yeah,
pitch?
of course he will.
Yeah.
Of course he will.
I
Yeah.
will also. You know what? I think we could sit here all day and pick a starting 11 and or whatever, and we'll never get it right. To be honest, maybe there will be a surprise like what Jake said.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts before we go, Budge? Before
Um. Yeah, actually, I want to just sort of say to anybody that's watching this that might be out in Germany, stay safe out there, have fun, be loud, be heard, show your colours. Let's just have it. Let's be that 12th man. And, for those of you that aren't out there, come on, guys, in your pub, in your club, wherever you are at your house, sing loud and proud. West Ham
A-
and massive.
absolutely, absolutely. Budgie, thank you for coming on, mate. Like I said, I've gone on
Absolute
a bit
pleasure, Andy.
longer than what I expected. Like I said, hopefully, any West Ham fans around the globe, I should probably say. I think we should have a good night. And of course, Chris from Leicester Till I Die. Hope you're doing well, mate. Chris, hope you get the result tomorrow, and thank you for wishing us luck. That will be a huge intent. The fact that all you get into the final, West Ham, um, etc. I think that'll be another intent, wouldn't it, mate? If
Yeah.
another one happens.
Oh, most definitely. And, for the first time in history, British clubs or Premiership clubs or, English clubs can take all three European trophies.
Oh
You
my
know,
God!
it's
Imagine that.
on the cards. It's on the cards, Andy. We
And the
need
Super Cup next year as well.
and the Super Cup. Yeah, well, that would be effectively us and maybe Liverpool or City.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. The score is currently 0-0 at half time in the Real Madrid Man City game. But
cool.
no, thanks to everyone in the chat. Like I said, hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Building up to a kickoff. A lot of the West Ham platforms, including Budgie, you doing any build up tomorrow, or are you just going to go out and enjoy
No,
yourself?
I don't generally do build ups or stuff like that, but I have got a new little concept cooking, which I'm going to
Nice.
invite you to come on as well, Andy,
No
because
mate, no mate.
you're going to love it. Well, basically, what I want to start doing is selecting a panel of people to come on. What we do is we'll all watch a retro game. Let's just say, for argument's sake, the last game at the bowling.
Yeah,
We'll all watch it again, and then we'll get together and we'll do a post-match analysis
yeah,
of
that
it.
sounds good, mate. Yeah,
A retro game,
yeah,
everybody's doing the current games, and people tend to forget about. And some people don't know about some of the older games. So
yeah.
maybe we can educate a few people and bring a few memories back for old buggers like myself. You know,
Like the Intertoto Cup final, that'll be a good one to watch.
that's another good one that I want to do. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
And obviously our FA Cup wins 75 and 80. Maybe
absolutely.
even the 2006 final that we didn't win. You know.
Mm. No, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here at some comments before we go. Just off to Germany. Yeah,
Go on.
Scott saying the
Good
West Ham
work, buddy.
5, Bradford 4. yeah, Chris is also doing a watch along. Fair play. Obviously, Jake from West Ham Unofficial, where he is, he'll be doing his post match build up. I'm guessing some other channels as well. West Ham Network. The list goes on. Forge. Everyone will be getting there. So make sure you tune in to keep updated with anything when it goes up. I'm not going to lie. I'll be at the pub, so I won't be. I may be doing a reaction on Friday. But yeah, Budge, anything else to say before we go?
Make sure that you like the stream, subscribe to West Ham Reunited, and share the content. Hit the notification bell.
Like, subscribe, and touch the bell.
Tickle it. Tickle that bell.
Budgie, you can say it because I normally say it. It's going to end in about 3 seconds ago. But what are we?